Welcome to Golt Talk, your podcast for technology and innovation in the legal profession. If you're searching for solutions to revolutionize your legal practice, you're in the right place. 10 minutes pure, actionable product insights from CEOs shaping the future of legal technology. And here is your host, Tom Pfennig.
Welcome to Golt Talk, everybody, your podcast for technology and innovation in the legal profession. 10 minutes, actionable product insights from CEOs shaping the future of legal technology. I am Tom, your host, and it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce Michael Friedmann, the CEO of Q&C in Hanover, Germany, and owner of Prime Legal AI. Welcome, Michael.
Thanks so much for having me, Tom.
Thank you so much. We have roughly 10 minutes with the usual 6 questions. Let's have a brief introduction, Michael, and then dive into Prime Legal's unique selling point and the key use cases that you would like to introduce.
Perfect. Thanks. So my name is Michael. I'm the co-founder of Q&C and Prime Legal AI. With my company, we're working for 25 years in the field of legal tech, and we're shaping the legal digitalization in Germany since ever then. I'm a lawyer myself, also since 24 years, and that's more or less about me.
You are absolutely an institution in this country, and let's really talk about Prime Legal AI, your flagship product. What does it do? What's the unique selling point?
So Prime Legal AI is an AI assistant for the daily work within law firms and legal department. And the key feature of it is a proprietary legal semantic search, AI-based, that we have developed for the last 8 years with an own knowledge graph. And that legal semantic search brings in the context, the knowledge, and that is further worked on with AI tools like large language models. Another USP is that it's fully GDPR compliant. We're only working with European jurisdiction with our servers, and for those clients who are really dependable also on legal ethics and want to be 100% legal ethics compliant, we also have developed an anonymization tool, Prime Legal AI Anonymizer, where you can on-premise anonymize all your data that you are going to work with on the cloud.
Let me just re-emphasize the difference, Michael, when you say a proprietary semantic search. This is not the typical way of deploying LLMs, if I understood correctly. It's a different model. So the LLM is more or less a secondary tool after you deploy your proprietary search engine. Is this phrased properly?
That's 100% correct, Tom, and that's also the reason why we don't have any issue with hallucinations, since we are really restricting the data which is being used by the LLM for the use cases of our clients and customers.
And that brings me straight to use cases. Perfect segue, Michael. Give us a few. I know that there are several, and be as concrete as possible, please.
When it comes to the use of Prime Legal AI, our customers, they have very specific use cases already in mind when they turn towards us. And it's a very broad range, since we created Prime Legal AI as a tool for all use cases that are within a legal organization. So that goes from litigation support to write claims, to answer claims. We have complex case summaries for our clients. We have compliance reviews, drafting documents, risk analysis, which is a big major issue for a lot of clients to analyze huge contracts for available risks. Comparisons of documents, also supported with our Word plugin, so our customers can use, of course, Prime Legal AI as a platform, but they can use it also with Microsoft Word, and even they can use it with their case management software or with their business software, since we are fully REST API based.
So just to summarize, there's a multitude of use cases from forensic services to contract drafting, including litigation support. We also know that compliance is part of your portfolio. So for example, policy reviews and simplification. Have we captured most of the key use cases that you see in your world so far? Are we missing anything?
One other major use case is to compare existing contracts with the new EU regulations, for instance, like so-called DORA, which is in the financial sector. So we have banks working with PrimeLegal AI, and through our REST API, they can just review thousands of contracts to see whether they have work within those contracts to bring them to the new EU regulation. This is also something. So the work of PrimeLegal AI can also be done in the dark, as you would say. So no actual user is required to perform the tasks, for instance.
Okay, then let's continue to partners and competitors. Obviously, you mentioned there is a Word plugin of PrimeLegal AI. So you've partnered with Microsoft and their Office suite. Are there any other partners that you would like to emphasize? And then secondly, who are you competing against?
So when it comes to partners, we have partnerships in place with almost all major case management software companies in Germany. We have partnerships with some business software producers like ServiceNow and iManage. These are integrations we provide.
The other side of the spectrum, competitors?
The main competitor that we see within the legal department field is Harway. We're very proud that we have beaten Harway in comparison that our clients, customers have made. This is something really, really big. And when it comes to other competitors, it would be like LIA. This is a competitor that we find in the open field, and now from time to time also Libra as a GPT wrapper, but the market is not so well developed so far.
Excellent. Let's move to the last two questions, Michael. Cost and implementation. It's obviously a license model per user. So give us some figures in that respect, please. And how long does it take me to get PrimeLegal up and running?
PrimeLegal AI is a user subscription-based model, and in average, our customers, they pay 300 euros per user per month, and we do have a yearly contract. There is no setup fee, and there is no limitation in usage. The extra cost that we have is the implementation of use cases if we do not have the use case yet in our use case library. So PrimeLegal AI comes with a huge use case library with over 60 use cases. On a bi-weekly basis, we add another 1 to 4 use cases to the library. So if the specific use case is not covered in our use case library, it's another 1,500 up to 4,500 euros to set up a use case. When it comes to work with PrimeLegal AI, you can instantly register on the platform. We can register the whole law firm also within 1 day. The initial work use case setup usually takes maybe a week. So after a week, you could be using PrimeLegal AI with your own use case. We provide also free workshops for customers and also free prompt support. If our clients need support in using PrimeLegal AI, this can be booked over our website.
Very good. And any data upload into PrimeLegal AI necessary?
Yes, most of our customers, they upload data into PrimeLegal AI. That could be any collection of data that they have, like court decisions or legal opinions or anything like that. But it can also be their own data repository with all of their documents that they have within their company or law firm. For instance, some of our clients uploaded like 5 to 6 terabyte of data, which is like huge, and there is no limitation in uploading data. Every customer, they do have their own private cloud using their data in a GDPR compliant manner. And this gives tremendous value to the work with PrimeLegal AI. So you can harvest your own data, you democratize your data for all of your employees. They all use the same knowledge, and that's something very fantastic.
Very good. Thank you, Michael Friedmann, CEO and founder of Q&C, presenting your flagship product, PrimeLegal AI. Thank you for being on the Golt Talk today. All the best. Bye.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Bye.